Broadcasting from Slough. Streaming around the world.
This is Mark Denholm on Atom Radio.
Atom Radio. Oh, yeah. Playing the music you want to hear.
The podcast.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
Hello and welcome to episode 160 of the best bits of Atom Radio Breakfast. This is Mark Denholm from Atom Radio Breakfast, and that's basically how this works, if I'm honest. If you've never listened to any of the other 159 episodes, well, here we go. Let's hope you'll listen to the next 159 episodes after this one. But on the way this week, by the way, before we get to what's on the way this week, you do know now, don't you? There is under a month to go until Christmas. I hope you are better organised than me. I don't have a single card. I don't have a single present or anything. In fact, I genuinely don't have a clue what I'm doing about Christmas yet. But, you know, I'll get there. Now I can get on to what's on the way this week in the podcast. We have more toilet issues following on from last week. We have the ideal Christmas gift for someone that you don't like, or at least don't like a lot. We have fashion issues for men. We have the hassle of going out. And we have pettiness as well.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
Well, today I just thought I'd do the lazy thing and carry on my immaturity. So today I ask you to picture a scene, right? You need to go to the toilet. And there's no toilet paper. But you only discover that after you've started. What are you going to do? Like when there's no toilet roll at all and you've already started and you're thinking, what do I do? On air at atomradio.co.uk, how you get in touch this morning. You are on the toilet, you've already started and there's no toilet roll. Just exactly what are you going to do?
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio. Atom Radio.
I'm looking for embarrassing stories here, and if I'm honest, I'm looking for something that's a little bit cringeworthy at breakfast, and we're getting all these practical solutions this morning. So if you don't have a practical solution, I'd love to hear from you. Picture a scene, you're in a toilet, a public toilet, you've sat down and you've started, and then you realise, oh my God, there's no loo roll. What are you going to do? On air at atomradio.co.uk.
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio.
Online, on mobile, on smart speaker. Morning, welcome to Monday. This is Mark Denholm on Atom Radio. Playing the music you want to hear and banging out anthems. It's 18 minutes to 8 o'clock. If you're looking for a gift for someone, maybe a stocking filler, although it would have to be a big stocking because I think it's about A2 or A3 size, this thing, right? You could get someone a calendar of benches of Redditch. I'm not joking. The calendar has pictures of benches on it. You know how you get some with, like, you know, firemen or firewomen or hunky stars or sexy actresses or whatever. No. Scrap all that. You know, like breeds of dog, cars. No. Benches of Redditch. It's a guaranteed winner of this Christmas, I'm telling you.
Mark Denholm.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
Morning, 6:15, Tuesday, Atom Radio, online, on mobile, on smart speaker. Very, very important news. Philip Schofield's view at the Adele concert blocked by Boy George's massive hat. Also, another very important news as well. Chrissy Teigen unveils a new look after undergoing an eyebrow transplant. How on earth is that even news? That's as little news as Rylan having his veneers removed.
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio. Atom Radio.
The Brit Awards have confirmed that they are dropping gender categories in order to, as they say, celebrate artists solely for their music. Oh, come on. Come on. Now we're worrying about offending people who probably wouldn't even be offended either. Like, you know, there is no harm in best female and in best male. Absolutely no harm at all. What are we going to have now? Just best person. Best person. Yeah, that's great.
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio.
Cast your mind back, if you will, to yesterday. And yesterday we spoke about toilet roll. And the question being, you're in a public toilet, you've sat down and you've started, and you realise that there's no toilet roll. what do you do? Now, a lot of the suggestions came in from ladies saying, I happen to have wipes in my bag. And I said, well, that's all well and good, but where's a man going to carry them, right? Okay. And I did suggest that a man bag was not the answer. And this got me a little bit of abuse, reference the whole man bag thing, right? So I'm just thinking, okay, I'm not a young man. I am at heart, but I'm not a young man, right? And I've never ever carried a bag other than a shopping bag. That's the only bag I think I've ever carried, a shopping bag, or maybe a sports bag, or perhaps a rucksack with my work stuff in, right? I will not carry a man bag. But then I'm thinking, right, in my pockets, I've got my keys and any loose change. I've got my wallet, I've got my phone, I've got my AirPods, I've got my cigarettes, and I've got my lighter. What more do I need? I mean, that's the thing. What more do I need in my pockets? As a man, what else are you going to carry? Like, I mean, a lady's handbag's like a TARDIS, isn't it? If ever you've, seen a lady empty her handbag, you think, how on earth did all that fit in there? And it really is like a TARDIS. But as a man, what more do you need? I mean, if you don't smoke, you've got your phone, you got some change, and you got your keys. What more do you need? Oh, and your wallet, of course. But I'm just wondering, can anybody, any man at all, justify the need for a man bag? It's not even today's question, but I just think, how can you possibly justify the need for a man bag? There is absolutely no need for it, and it just looks silly. In my humble opinion, I think it does look silly. A morning to you if you do carry one.
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio. Atom Radio.
Today we're asking you to musicify film titles by adding a well-known music artist to a film title, either adding it or substituting it or something, and making it all work. And I think Sam, morning Sam, having a takeover of my show today. Sam has not one, not two, but three. Some may say greedy. I say thank you very much, Sam. Loving your hard work this Tuesday morning. I don't know what order to go through them in now. I don't know whether there's a preferred order. I suppose I could just go in the order they're written in, but then, yeah. Right, first from Sam, Bonnie, Tyler and Clyde. I like that. Total Eclipse of the Heart. Yeah, once upon a time I was falling apart. That time maybe now, but there we are. If it wasn't for Sam, I probably would be, because I'd have nothing to say right now. Moving on from Bonnie, Tyler and Clyde, we go to, and I love this, a classic film, and I love what she's done here, Beauty and the Beastie Boys. Thank you, Sam. These are amazing. These really are. Do you want to come in and do this show tomorrow, Sam? I think it may go better if you do it as well. And then the third one, I think, is also very, very clever as well, Die Hard Fi. I love it. I love it. If you've got any more, Sam, just keep going. Or indeed, if you have one as well and you're not Sam, on air at atomradio.co.uk.
Mark Denholm.
atomradio.co.uk.
We're talking about HOGO, the acronym for the hassle of going out. This is something which has come about after lockdown, where basically for the best part of a year and a half, you couldn't really go out. And now that you can, a lot of people are crying off and saying, no, it's just too much hassle. I can't be bothered with it. I'm asking you, therefore, today, your experience of going out. Is it a hassle or is it not? Is it just a load of made-up palaver? Or do you genuinely think going out is now a load of hassle? And would you rather just have a night in? On air at atomradio.co.uk. If you want to get involved. Morning, Laura. This is, I don't know. I think this is a little bit extreme, if I'm honest. Laura said that last year, obviously, her work's Christmas party was cancelled due to COVID last year. And they made a big thing this year about how they were having a works Christmas party. And then last Friday, sent out an email to everyone who'd confirmed their attendance for the Christmas party, saying that we all had to take lateral flow tests within 72 hours of the work's Christmas party. Now, Laura goes on to say, I don't get it, because we can go into work every day and work with each other and this, that and the other, but the same group of people cannot go out of an evening to celebrate Christmas without having to test. I've therefore now declined because I can't be bothered with the hassle of it. So there you go. Laura has got hassle of going out. Definitely.
Mark Denham.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
Today, earlier on, I mentioned a man who has embraced minimalization. He's a 35-year-old man who has he's had a complete life overhaul 10 years ago, inspired by documentaries and books on simpler living. He started his journey by cutting his possessions in half. I mean, not literally, probably, not like taking a pair of scissors to his t-shirt. I'll only keep the right half. I don't think that's quite how he did it. He hadn't got rid of anything that he used in the last 6 months. Now that I've heard before, like if you haven't touched it for 6 months, get rid of it. However, 4 years later, he then ditched his car and then went on to swap his 3-bedroom apartment for a tiny home that measured just 50 square feet. He now, in 2021, has an entire collection of belongings totaling 44. All of these can fit inside a standard backpack. So, today, and I'm not advocating this by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, I could not fit all my stuff inside a single backpack. I'll be honest. I did chuck out a load. Right, let's be honest. I chucked out a load of stuff last year when I had my house done over. I chucked out a load of stuff last year because I thought, no, I don't need that, and I don't need that, and I don't need that, and a load of stuff went, and I ended up taking about 28 bags to the local dump. Right, so I did do some minimalization, but not as much as this guy called Rob, who now owns only 44 things which can all fit in a single backpack. Today, with Rob's outlook on life in mind, I ask you, I don't want 44 things. I want 3. What 3 things, and by that I don't mean like my wife or my child, what 3 actual material things would you never, ever, ever be able to get rid of if you had to minimalize, right? I'm not saying that we do minimalize, but what 3 things would you be able to keep and never ever get rid of if you had to minimalize? On air at atomradio.co.uk if you want to be involved in this morning. 3 things that you'd never ever get rid of if you found you had to minimalize.
Mark Denham.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
Here in my head right now, I'm having a little debate with myself on what is grammatically correct. Today I'm asking what is the pettiest thing that you have ever done, but then I'm wondering, is pettiest correct or is it most petty? I don't know now. Anyway, what is the pettiest thing you've ever done? That's what we started with, and that's what we'll stick with on air at atomradio.co.uk. Morning, Vicky, and thank you so much for your email. First in today, Vicky says, my flatmate was always late transferring her half of the bills, and when the internet bill came in, she didn't transfer anything. And I happened to mention this to her. Oh, yeah, I'll do it. It'll be done by the end of the day. And she didn't do it. So I changed the Wi-Fi password and told her when she paid up her money, I would sort the Wi-Fi password for her so she could get back in. I don't even think that's that petty, if I'm honest, Vicky. I just think it needed to be done.
Mark Denham on Atom Radio.
Morning, Chris. Chris says it's not something I've done. It's something my girlfriend did. She had a dream that I cheated on her, despite the fact I hadn't. She then took this out on me for about a week after, and I'd done nothing wrong. Do you know what? I'm going to be honest. I had the same thing happen to me as well, and it is annoying, isn't it? When that happens, it's so annoying when you've done nothing wrong.
Mark Denham on Atom Radio. Atom Radio.
And bit of sibling rivalry going on here. Although it's a little while ago now. Kayla says, me and my older brother had argued. We'd fallen out and we'd had a fight. So I went and swapped all his PlayStation 3 games round so none of them were in the right game cases. I love that. That's just as good as Jess and the salt and sugar swap, if I'm honest. And do you know what? I do remember doing that to someone to wind him up. Like, he'd been winding me up and he was DJing. So what I did was I swapped all the CDs around. And this was when DJs used to use CDs. I swapped them all around in their cases and that. So then he took out the case took the CD out, put it in, and didn't bother obviously checking the CD, took it out, put it in, and announced, oh, I'm going to play Kelly Clarkson, Stronger, which is next on this show. But obviously it wasn't, because it was something else. And then that happened a few times before he'd realised what I'd done, and it took him ages to put them all back together again. So yeah, do you know what? I've done it as well. I've been petty as well.
atomradio.co.uk.
I'll put my hands up. It was quite funny watching that DJ announcing all these wrong songs and wondering why they were all wrong. And it took 2 or 3 songs, because I didn't do them all. Right, so he took one out and it was wrong. And didn't think anything of it. Put it down on top of its case, obviously to sort out later. And then played a song, it was right. Another song that was wrong. And it took him a little while just to work out what I'd done. And I must admit, I thought it was very, 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 very funny. I don't think he found it so funny as I did. Anyway, those are the best bits of the breakfast show this week. And you see what? If you listen to those best bits of the breakfast show this week, then yeah, make your own mind up whether you want to listen when we return on Monday. 6 until 10, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. Online, on mobile, on smart speaker. If you want to listen, you're more than welcome.
Atom Radio. Ooh, yeah. Playing the music you want to hear.
Should you want to listen, then it's Monday to Friday, 6 till 10 on atomradio.co.uk. Tune in, Radio Box, Streamer, Smart Speaker and iTunes Radio. Monday to Friday when you wake up.
Atom